The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Ben, roll the show. All this should be rolling. All right, okay. So, Ed, now you have to pray.
Now I pray?
Now you pray, yeah.
All right, everyone. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Catholic Jesus.
Okay.
Perfect Catholic, tight body Jesus. Just so tight in your fucking, your belly.
White.
Your belly's looking good.
He's white.
You got a fucking 8-pack, don't you, Jesus?
He's
with your
always
fucking
white.
long dong, rubbing it all over
You think
America.
he was big?
Oh, my God, he had to be big. He turned fish into many more fish.
Is that a thing that big penis people do?
Fuck the fish, and the
Okay.
fish multiplied because he's Jesus, and Jesus loves to fuck fish.
All
And
right.
If I was Jesus, I'd fuck every fish I saw, so I'd like to make a claim.
Oh, that's why the Jesus fish.
Is this still a prayer?
In the name of the Father.
Oh, I see. Okay, there we go.
Well,
Well,
Spirit.
What was the claim?
Oh,
What was the
man.
claim?
I just wanted to say hi to fit Jesus, sexy Jesus. You know, trying
Not
to get my name in there as a possible mate.
yeah, big old fat bloated Jim Morrison Jesus,
Oh my God! Well,
something
you know
like
what
that.
wants to fuck the same thing as you. You don't want,
Yeah.
you know. That's why I get all the tight ones.
He got lucky dying at 33. We didn't get to see the B-sides.
Next year for me, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen, everybody. All right, this is an amazing program. Just real quick up top, Mr. Marcus Parks is not joining us today. Family issues, and our hearts go out to Mr. Parks, and we miss you, Marcus, and everyone misses you. And so write something nice to Marcus Parks on the Roundtable of Gentlemen page, and tell him that you love him because he's a man.
Or you can send a dick pic about it.
Don't send a dick
send him a
pic.
dick
You know what?
pic.
Don't
Thank you,
send.
by the way, to the roundtabler from this
Oh,
last
my
week.
God.
Hold it.
Big ass John.
It was a
I
good
didn't see
dick.
it. I
It
didn't
was
big
not
ass
a good.
dick.
The only one that
It was
I
a
knew
great
that
dick.
saw it was Kevin Barnett because he
Kevin
always
keeps
clicks
looking
on him.
at it.
So
Yeah.
I just want to ask again. The again, the request has been denied. Please send your just the balls.
No, the dick. I love it, man. That was like pink, fleshy shaft.
That's disgusting, Jackie. It's fine. Don't send it to Marcus.
It was a rod.
Yeah.
We just want ball picks. That's what the deal is.
I want just the balls.
I'm wondering why the Roundtable of Gentlemen doesn't want any vagina pics.
I asked for clit pics.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the
Clit,
thing.
though.
We got
Oh.
tits.
All right. So
we got a tit pic.
That's how this all started with tits. So we immediately started asking for dicks for some reason.
yeah, well, dicks and tits, you know.
Logical progression.
It goes together. All right, in the Chuckle Hut, before we get to the roundtables, we've got Tim Dorsch here. Hello, Tim. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Great Canadian fella. And
He's
our friend.
Canadian.
He's Canadian.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's not your fault.
I know.
All right, and then Tina is here as well, our friend Tina. Thanks for being here, Tina.
I'm really excited to be here, guys.
All right, wonderful. And then who is everybody else around the round table? We have to do this out of tradition.
Jackie Zebrowski, excuse me.
Ooh, you're bringing it back.
Excuse me.
I'm loving it. That's great.
That's my new one, man. And everyone
What was
loves
the pig
it.
one you used to do?
What?
What was the piggy one you used to do?
Oink, 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 oink.
Yeah,
Was it
something oink, oink.
Was it oink-a-bump?
It was just oink oink. Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think it was just oink oink. Yeah.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah,
Ed
you can
Larson,
have
oink oink.
Yeah, he's a
Oink,
pig.
oink
He's
away.
a piggy.
Yeah,
Piggy
piggy
Larson.
boy.
Well, oink oink, Eddie.
Holden McNeely, I just want to say what's up to the Holdenators out there.
Stop.
And then
All
they
the
don't
Holdenators.
respond because they don't exist.
They're my fans. Thank you, fans, for loving me. Listen, people, and all you other fucking fans out there, you think you're fucking big, you fucking stinky Croatians.
No, you're
When
talking
my
about the
fucking
Japanese.
horde, when my crude horde is released on your fucking bullshit, we're gonna rip you open from limb to limb. My Holdenators are fucking strong, vicious, fucking dirty fuckers.
Ugh.
And we're gonna smoke some nugs, and we're gonna fuck you up, Kissel. We're gonna
why
fuck
me?
everybody up. 'Cause I will
What are you
release
talking
my
about?
army of Holdenators upon the world, and you will feel my wrath.
What?
You will feel my wrath. Holdenators, rise! Rise! Come to me, my
There's gotta be
Holdenators.
worms coming out of dirt.
The
Yeah, that's
Holden
the
Nation.
thing.
Holden's filled with fucking worms. We were talking about this earlier.
Oh, do you shit
he's a real-
worms?
Sucking on his guts inside
Yeah,
of him.
that's the thing. If you want to get in to the Holdenator army too, we got to play Jizz and the Crackers together, and that's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you get in. And you will lose, and you will eat the jizz.
Yeah. Holden just fast, and he just long, and he just hard.
All right. No to be a Holdenator. No one is a Holdenator.
Do the call. That's the call.
not gonna eat the
Holdenator
jizz.
ho.
Yeah, no one's eating. Tina's not eating the jizz. No one's eating the jizz.
I'll eat the fucking jizz.
Oh, Jackie, well then
Yeah,
congratulations.
but
You're the
I don't
first
wanna
woman
be-
Holdenator.
I am not a Holdenator. How fucking dare you?
Well, you said you eat
first
the
group-
jizzy cracker.
The first group we're taking on is the fucking Jackanese.
Yeah, I'll
We're
fucking love
coming
to
for
see
you.
try.
We're
I'm gonna
coming
take
for
my
you.
army of dick pics and we're gonna fuck your Holdenators right out to Croatia.
So the Jackanese versus the Holdenator.
Croatian.
If you wanna-
Holdenators destroy her.
If you want to eat Holden's cum, you need a knife and a fork.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, go to the Roundtable of Gentlemen Facebook page and decide, are you a Jackanese or are you a Holdenator? The war has begun.
My crude horde.
It's probably best to just not get involved with either side.
I would never. I'm definitely
My
a
clan
Swede
is
over here.
Swift. We're faster
My
than the
clan is
Holdenators.
Legion.
I would never.
This is a similar debate of heroin versus crack cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. They should both be in prison.
I take crack.
Yeah, oh, fine. I get the horse.
That's just a statement, Jack.
That's the thing. All right, sitting in for Kevin Barnett. We got Nimesh Patel. Thanks for being here, Nimesh.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Brownest guy could get on a day notice.
Absolutely. That's not bad. Check out Nimesh's show. It's a Mondays at, what's the name of that place you do that show at?
The show is called Broken Comedy at Bar Matchless.
Bar
in
Matchless over there.
Williamsburg,
Yeah.
9 p.m. every Monday night.
And I'll tell you, it is always packed. I have never gone to a bad show there.
Oh, thank you, man.
It is a
Appreciate
What
good
is
show.
the way that you said that?
You know,
was so
It felt
always-
disingenuous, bro.
But Nimesh knows people go to his show, so
Yeah, I don't- what
Yep.
I'm-
All right, I am Ben.
Heavy sarcasm.
Kissel, have you been booked on the show?
No. I haven't been.
You have been booked.
Interesting.
You've hosted the show.
Well, I haven't done it yet, and I can't wait to do it. So if you want to book me, for tomorrow, that's fine.
This is a very graceful way of asking to do a show. Hey, man, your show is empty all the time, but I'd love to get on sometime if you.
Whenever you can have me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, of
And
course.
Kissel is still bleeding, by the way.
I know,
Kissel's
my
been
finger's
bleeding
bleeding.
for a
What happened to your
while.
finger?
I cut it on the card. I cut it on the box of Tecate.
Cardboard. Opening up a beer box.
That's how sensitive my skin
I think
is.
if there's
You
one thing
slice
that you've
it on a
done
Kleenex.
enough times in your life that you
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an idiot, Kissel.
Thank
Hell
you,
yeah, you're so
Jackie.
fucking dumb to look at and see and smell.
All right. Well, it's all fun. I don't miss Marcus at all.
That's one of the greatest insults of all time.
Thank you, Ness.
You're an idiot. You're also dumb to look at, see, and smell.
Well, that's about all the senses
right
there,
down to
isn't
the
it?
bone.
Yep. And he nailed it. All right.
Holdenators, let us know on Facebook how you Holdenate Ben Kissel.
Good. I am ill. I am sick. All right. So, Ben, now you have to give us a news story. Let's go to our newsman, Ben
number
Parks.
2.
Number 2. Okay. I just realized I didn't know Ben's last name. Ben, what's your last name?
Hosley.
Ben. Now let's go to our newsman, Ben.
Ben number 1.
Number 1.
Ben number 1 now.
Beaumont police were called to Golden Triangle Tactical Saturday morning after complaints that a man
Read it like you read before. Nail.
What?
No, I'm with Kiss on this. You are reading like an illiterate.
Okay.
Now
Beaumont police were called to Golden
Bosley.
Triangle Tactical after complaints that a man dressed as a banana was seen holding an AK-47 outside the store.
This easily
Store
could have been
owner
me.
Derek Poe tells 12 News Saturday the store's grand opening after moving locations from. Oh wait, I just shouldn't have read that.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked this up.
No, you.
All right, hold on.
No, Ben, you haven't fucked up a goddamn thing. I'll tell you.
What
Watching
shouldn't
you.
read?
So essentially, Poe says the man in the banana suit was holding an AK-47 across his back with the barrel pointing down and holding a sign with an arrow pointing towards the store. He said this idea was to attract customers to the store.
That's great.
A man in a banana suit holding an AK? That's a pretty good
I
attraction.
mean, that's
it was-
Ed's
yeah, it was
fucking
Ed.
wet dream.
Officers
man.
temporarily detained the 18-year-old and found he had
He's
the rifle
18? Wow.
with a drum magazine attached with at least a 50-round capacity.
So it was a loaded
The
AK-47.
fucking banana clip. I guess that makes sense for the banana soup.
Yeah,
Oh,
he really got
that's
into
kinda
character.
nice.
So this is a man in a banana suit holding an AK-47. This has got to be like a racist dream of how to to attract President Obama to assassinate him.
I suppose so. There was just that goddamn person in the Sochi
I
Olympics.
was just thinking that he's probably the guy with the smallest penis in the world.
Oh, definitely.
He had to dress as a banana and also hold a gun.
With the gun,
I mean,
absolutely.
did he get into a Porsche when he left?
That's the next best thing.
I don't think he's got enough money for a Porsche.
You spent it all on that 50.
Man, I tell you what, I'm the proud owner of a banana suit now.
You have a banana suit.
I have a banana suit.
Yeah, but how you going to eat yourself?
Yeah,
Ed
every
doesn't
day.
eat. Yeah, Ed does not eat fruit.
Fun little joke for you
What are you
Holdenators.
talking about?
You eat a banana every day?
Of course, you eat banana every day.
That's not of course.
So I don't fucking
Keeps
cramp
them
up.
regular, dude.
Really?
Yeah, bananas are great for you. I try to eat more than one banana a day, actually.
Yeah, if you
Really?
eat one banana a day and drink 7 glasses of whiskey a day, you're going to be really
Fine, you'll be just like me. You got to put a bunch of weed in there, too.
Strong as a banana.
Yeah. No love, though. Can't love.
Yeah.
And you'll never remember the past.
What'd you say?
Good one, Ed.
Eddie's on
That
fire.
is sharp. It's that banana whiskey diet.
Yeah.
Ed, what's it like to be
Synapses
so
firing.
fucking on fire?
Oh, God. It's just, it's hot. It's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not. He's as cold as ice.
Yeah. No, I know. I talk to Kevin Barnett sometimes about eating bananas, and he's very self-conscious about eating the banana in public. And it's like even Obama.
I'll tell you what, I rarely eat a banana in peace. People always make fun of me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you look like a big gorilla, you know. And Obama, he got there was the what was the gal there at Sochi.
The gal that was a very famous Russian Olympian.
She was a runner, and she put
2 gold medals, and she was the girl that lit the torch in the opening ceremonies on Friday night.
Fuck yeah.
And she went on to tweet a picture of Michelle and Barack Obama looking longingly at a banana being held by a white hand.
Wow. That was her thing. Which how powerful do you have to be?
Was it a real picture or is it doctored?
No,
It was a real picture.
It was real.
Oh, then it's
Picture.
They took the picture.
And somebody had like a zoom lens, and they got a shot of Michelle and Barack, and then had a white hand holding a banana kind of in front of their face. Like
Yeah, it was like a.
He was wagging it to tease him?
Yeah, exactly.
Banana selfie or something like that. But Kevin feels self-conscious about eating the banana because obviously the monkey stereotypes and all that ridiculousness.
I don't get it.
See, I don't
I'd
think
love to
black.
be compared to a fucking monkey.
I think.
Well,
monkey,
I mean,
not
Eddie,
black.
you're compared to an orangutan quite regularly.
I don't mind it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's better than being like Holden's a goddamn lizard or a horse.
That's true. Holden.
monkey. Yeah, a lizard that can lead. And that's why I want to say to the Holdenators out there, if you're feeling lonely and sad, don't fucking kill yourself, because I need you in my army.
Send checks in the name
right.
of Holden.
Please.
Turning into the fucking Foot Clan where you just get all these lonely kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking- yeah.
What weapons do you use in this army? I just don't even get the army.
I see we use big fucker swords.
Spray eggs. You spray
And
eggs on people.
we
You
throw
you
eggs at
spit.
people.
You hiss
Okay.
at people. That's
We've
it.
got that's the thing. We've got
see.
a lot of we're trying to work on sharpening our claws so we
Yeah,
can go
but you can't
swordless.
sharpen fucking pus.
So it's not like a platoon army. It's like a Sharks versus
Fingers
Jets
impossible.
kind of army, more of a West Side Story type army.
I would describe it as a forbidden clan.
Yeah, they all look
Oh,
like
I
the
see.
guy that the Pope kissed.
Yeah.
Ah, Bumpy.
Bumpy lumps.
Yeah, bump heads.
Yeah, Bumpy Lumps
Toxic
is
Avenger
is a
type.
Holdenator, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So you
Anybody
only
who
want-
was pushed into a vat of something green is
At any
in
point in their
my
life.
army. At some point in their life.
What if they just like put their face in a bunch of guacamole because they were obese at a Mexican restaurant? That's okay.
Yeah, they can join. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be having a screaming party next week, and I rented out a gymnasium. All my Holdenators are welcome to come. Put your screaming hats on, because we're going to scream the night away.
What's the main theme?
Who can scream your life away is the theme. And it's also an ocean theme.
Telethon.
Yeah, so come dressed as a squid or bring your squid. But either way, we're going to scream all night. No drinking, no eating, no talking.
First
Just
guy to
screaming.
die gets covered in cum.
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
I see. He's the cracker. Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I mean, honestly, the noise I feel like will be our strongest weapon.
Right,
We'll
right,
take
right.
you down with our screams.
I mean, it's
very
fucking
sonic
aggravating.
boom. Yeah, like a sonic boom type situation.
Yeah, and dry humping.
And dry humping. All right. Nimesh, now I was wondering.
You're not even good at wet humping.
Well, it always ends up that way. It always starts out like a dry hump, and then it just turns into like a drool swivel.
For me, it's the other way around. It always kind of starts as a wet hump, and then it just gets drier and drier.
Oh, yeah. That's the old Kissel technique. Yeah. That's not bad.
Wear them out.
They realize
start
what
a
they're
fire.
having sex with. It just sops it right
You're
up.
not saying good things about yourself. You know?
They
The
come to.
dissatisfaction grows as the minutes tick on.
It's pretty gross. Nimesh, you're an Indian fella, right?
Yeah. Man.
Is there anything that you do in public where you're like, I'm living up to a stereotype? Everybody does it, but because I'm doing it, people are like, oh, all Indian people, they're doing whatever it is you might be doing.
Where's sandals?
I think it would be answering this question.
No.
Yeah, well, I asked it. Yeah, that's a good point.
I just do math on checks, like during the tip, when the tip comes at a restaurant.
That's great.
But other than, like, people like, I'm
So
like,
you dumb
just give me the fucking check. I'll do it for you because
So
you guys
you-
are retarded.
If someone
So you
ever
own it. So you own it. You look
Yeah.
around at a table of white people, you're like,
But
I'll
this-
take care of
this
the number.
banana thing is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Because it's like Barnett's joke, like who doesn't like monkeys? Who doesn't
That's
like
right.
bananas? Everybody likes it. When did it become a black thing? Is it like, why are we okay with the fact that we're associating black people with monkeys? That's the real issue.
See, when Ed eats a banana, I don't think black, I think monkey. I think that's why it's funny. I don't think black, I just think Barnett looks like a gorilla, but not in a black sense, in a monkey sense.
I actually disagree with the entire statement. He's not here to defend himself.
Jackie Zebrowski, KKK spokeswoman.
I know she's about to adopt a highway in Indiana.
I'm trying to say it's monkey, it's not black.
She's got a K in her name.
No.
She's got a K in her name.
Japanese.
She's got two.
All right, this is
Holden
really.
Nation.
We are
Holden Na-
Japanese, if you please.
Can you not? For now.
I feel like it's just tearing us apart.
I know it. It's been tough.
Nimesh, if like someone owes me money, will you call them a bunch and annoy them?
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell him my name is Steven from
That's
Kansas.
Do you find you have better phone skills than the average American?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm great on the phone. You want me to call somebody?
I'm horrible on the phone. Just call my family
Actually, I
for me.
just had a call with you where you were telling me that I owed some money on my credit card.
That's a good point, Tim. Classic Canadian Ben.
Yeah, great.
They're not as
Let that go, man.
No, that was wonderful. I'll tell you, Nimesh. I swear to God, I had a phone call from you the other day, and but yeah, I'll tell you, you were just telling me I owed money on my credit card.
That's great, Ben.
Good work, man. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Still bleeding, Kissel? I really hope you're still bleeding.
What color are the Croatians?
Oh my goodness,
They're white.
Yeah.
They're white?
No, they're not. They're browner than us.
They're browner?
No,
They're
they're
not
not.
browner than us. They're
Can you
Croatian.
Google a Croatian? I want to see what one
I
looks
think their
like.
jaws
don't
are
worry
more
about it. You got
square.
enough.
I want to see what they look like.
Croatians, come on.
Well, let's
Isn't
see,
it enough that you gave him Kevin's spot on the panel?
It's fine.
Yeah.
We needed to get a black guy in here. We had to
But
get
yeah,
Nimesh.
Google
No, I'm fine.
the
I'm okay.
Croatian people.
I'm a room full of white people.
All
All right, let's see some of these fuckers. These
This is
girls
Kissel.
are.
Yeah.
I
God,
don't
they're
know
hot.
Tim, but he seems like a nice
God, they're
sweater-wearing
so
fella.
fucking sexy. I love
They're
them.
definitely hotter
Yeah,
than
they're
ours.
very white though.
God damn it.
Exceptionally white group of people.
Hell yeah, Holden. Keep making fun of them. God, they're
Wow,
good
their
looking.
women are really
Brown hair.
Especially the
Blue-eyed.
dead baby that just went by this weekend.
Yeah.
That's a really good looking baby.
Oh, yeah. These
Yeah,
girls are
yeah.
like the reason.
That's
oh.
a baby that you don't have to spend 75% of your paycheck on.
No, that's
because it's
Serbian
dead.
genocide. That's
Oh,
not
man.
Croatia.
Marcus needs to turn the filter on sometimes on these things.
I got a little racist joke for my Holdenators.
Oh, well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
A Croatian walks into a bar that serves only drinks.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
And he
It's a
goes to the
bar.
bartender. He says, "Bartender, sir, could I please have a hamburger?"
You know what the funniest thing is?
He said, "No, it's used only drinks. There's no food in the bar. So why would you do that?"
Right.
Damn.
You're going down the toilet.
So there's a guy in Banana City at the AK-47 there, and he wasn't arrested or anything like that. He's just wearing the banana
Did he
suit.
drum up business?
No, he got arrested.
Oh, he did.
Oh, come on.
I mean, he was claiming he was exercising his Second Amendment right.
The banana right.
The banana
Yeah.
right. But no, yeah, he was arrested and later charged with disorderly conduct.
Does he work for the place?
I don't think that's disorderly conduct. He wasn't holding the gun at people.
I think he was holding
an AK-47. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
it's
it was
very.
pointed down.
It was loaded.
It was just a prop. It was just like
The banana suit's a prop. The gun's a gun.
it's a prop. It's a prop gun.
I mean, it
That
just
has
seems like a
a real
real
gun.
gun.
fully loaded, but. You know, that's for protection.
That's how
When you
Brandon
dress
Lee
like
died.
a banana like that
That
is
is.
you're naive. You know, you're open to being attacked.
You get an AK-47
in a banana suit?
Yeah.
No, you're the safest guy in town if you're in a banana suit.
I don't know about that.
No one punches the guy. Have you ever heard of a person in a banana suit getting hit? I've never heard of a story like that.
I mean, if I was to pick someone to hit, it'd be between a normal person and a guy in a banana suit.
But you have a banana suit.
You had to it's because I'm fucking like picking fights.
It doesn't.
I see. I'm more worried about Eddie in a banana suit than anybody else in a banana suit. I'm certainly more worried about any man
Who
in a
needs
banana
a gun
suit.
when you got a banana suit? Come see me, dude.
It does not say what his motivation was.
He was trying to drum up business.
I mean, but he doesn't work with them. He's not necessarily affiliated.
Oh,
He's
he's
like
outside a random gun store with a gun in a banana suit.
He was just really, really enthusiastic about that.
He was
gun
trying to
store.
get a job.
Yeah,
He's a go-getter.
It's a tough economy out there. Maybe he's a Holdenator, and that's what he thought he had to do to be part of the Holdenator
Don't
army.
say it. Don't even say the word. It sounds like burnt flesh when it comes out of your mouth.
Well, burnt flesh doesn't speak, does it?
Sounds like it smells.
Well.
You piece of garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Holden.
Holdenators, ho!
All right.
Shout at me.
All right, Ben.
Call me and scream at me.
Ben,
Yeah,
let's-
what's your phone number again?
Okay.
212.
Shall we go on to another story?
Yeah, let's do one other story or two
so
other
the
ones.
Copenhagen Zoo decided to go ahead with its predetermined plan to kill one of their own healthy giraffes.
Uh-oh.
The reasoning behind the kill was to prevent inbreeding in the zoo's own giraffe population.
Makes sense.
Gotta kill a giraffe.
I mean, you could separate them.
The zoo had
alone.
determined that the best course of action for them was to exterminate the giraffe and then cut up the body and feed it to their lions and other natural predators.
Fuck yeah.
Circle.
So basically, there was only one white trash giraffe in the Copenhagen Zoo. That's it.
The best part of it, though,
That needs to be a show on Nickelodeon.
So they
White
just
trash
sliced it up?
giraffe.
How'd they kill it?
well, the best part, though, is that this happened to the horror and amazement of zoo visitors as the giraffe's body part were fed to the animals.
That's
Whoa.
See,
As
that's
onlookers took
nature.
pictures.
How did they know?
No, man,
Like,
what
that
should have
looks like
happened-
a really long neck that he's eating.
They should just let the giraffe in with the lions and then let nature take its
Yeah,
place.
charge
That's what
fucking
should-
$1,000.
Yeah,
Go
watch this battle at Kruger in real life.
If you're gonna kill the thing, at least process it into like hot dogs or something like that.
That's a show in China. That's going on in China right now.
I'd watch that shit.
Oh, so they shot it. So they walk in, they shoot the giraffe, drag its body out, fucking chop it up in front of everyone. They're just throwing fucking giraffe limbs into the lion pit.
It sounds like some orphanage in Nairobi.
Awesome.
But Jackie, what do you think? Don't you think it's like it's rude for them to even intervene here? Throw the giraffe in the lion cage and see what happens, right?
Still, at least it's like they didn't just like throw away the carcass; they still used it. And
Sure.
but doesn't that make like the lions that are in captivity like
Hungry for all the giraffes?
Yeah. Isn't that a problem?
It's a bad day.
It's a disturbance of the peace.
Remember
It is.
At the
when we
zoo,
were out in
basically.
LA, we went to the LA Zoo. Remember when they had there was a big barricade between the male giraffe and the female
It was
giraffe?
sad.
Because I think that she was in heat or some whatever.
It
the
was
fuck
sad.
giraffes
All they
do.
wanted to do was be close
And
to the
all they wanted to
other
be
giraffe.
close to each other, and so they just had their heads next to each other over this barrier.
Now
and it
imagine
was
one of
the
them getting
saddest.
fucking shot because they were sister and brother.
Well, that's fine.
Was it a woman giraffe
I
or
would
is it a
ra-
man
yeah,
giraffe?
I mean, we should just do that in the South rather than in the zoo world.
Yeah, dude.
I
It
agree.
was Copenhagen. They don't fucking have
Do
rules.
animals
Where is
have
Copenhagen?
retarded children if they
Denmark,
fuck their own family?
I don't know. It's a
It's
very,
probably bad.
I mean, Ben, that is something you could plug into the old Google machine. Do animals have mentally retarded children?
If they fuck their
Of course they
family?
do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
those are the ones that get caught and end up in zoos.
What if they were afraid that it would be like the first giraffe with a small neck, and they were like, "No, kill him."
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't want
donkey.
any giraffes
just
with
like
small
a
necks.
pony.
Yeah, some short-necked
Well, you know,
giraffe
have,
is a
white
donkey.
tigers are retarded. You
Is
know,
that right?
White tigers at zoos. It's a big attraction for people because it's very exotic. But
They're retarded?
I bet
the
ligers are pretty
the
dumb.
genetics that it causes to have a white tiger, it makes a lot of them retarded. So there's a lot of very funny pictures on Google of retarded white tigers.
I did not know that.
The
Very
white tiger
interesting.
in Miami. We talked about this on the show when Andrew came through. It ripped down the zoo and the tiger got loose and
That's
killed
right.
a bunch of
That's
people.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a white tiger?
That was a white tiger.
Yes.
Fucking
I mean,
rock
so
and
if
roll.
you're visiting this zoo and you see all the humans throwing random giraffe parts into the lion's den, I mean that's equally as terrifying as just unleashing a giraffe and watching. At the very least, there's some sort of anthropological study that can be done watching a giraffe run around and try not
This
to get
should
eaten
have
by
been a
lions.
fucking pay-per-view event.
That's the
man.
thing.
Yeah.
I
No, but
would've
see,
loved-
like the
yeah.
giraffe could
Right,
like
if you're gonna do
kill,
it, make some money
kick
off
a
of it,
lion.
man.
You think the giraffe could beat a lion up?
No. I'm
Absolutely.
just saying a
Step
giraffe
and
could have like kicked the lion and would have injured one of the lions.
Right.
That's probably why they had to kill it.
But that's the price you got to pay if you want to eat the damn thing. You might get hit in
The
the
voice
face.
of reason over there.
Yeah.
That's why you
I'm
have to
very
sell
logical,
tickets.
you know.
And then you get the money.
This just proves that white people take their eugenics real seriously. They don't want to they don't even want giraffes to inbreed.
I don't even know
I'll
what
tell you, I got a phone call from Nimesh the other day.
That was whack, man.
He was just asking for my credit card information. All right. So this is a funny joke. It's not even my job.
I just texted you.
It's fine.
So animals can be retarded.
I failed.
Of course, animals can be retarded.
All right. So Ben, you found out. Can some animals have some mental deficiencies?
They
here?
can indeed.
Oh, interesting.
Developmental defects can occur in any animal.
Yeah,
you don't see them very.
Two-faced fucking cat and shit like that.
Even humans, guys.
You don't see them very
Even
often,
humans.
as they usually don't live very long in an ultra-competitive wild.
Oh, yeah,
This
fucking
is
kill
the
shit out of it.
thing, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's
They
weird
don't live very long.
They would have just done the same thing to their fucking mutant giraffe baby. So why would you do a bigger one and feed more lions?
There needs to be an Geraldo Rivera of the animal world when he reported on Cropsey, for example. It's what broke him. He went to the mental institution. He watched all those waterhead babies, and he was like, someone's got to save these kids. There needs to be some animal lover out there or some animal Geraldo.
I'll tell you what, man. This giraffe was more valuable to them alive than it was to dead. And he could have been cranking out retarded giraffe food for the lions for years and years to come instead of just one feeding.
Like a giraffe Pez dispenser?
Yeah.
Dispenser.
Yeah, except its head doesn't go up and down. It goes left to right.
Yeah, but then the giraffes are no more. Then you have no more giraffes.
Well, you just buy new ones.
I think this is a hard argument because America does not care about retarded people.
That's true.
So they certainly aren't going to care.
Nah, I care about them.
retarded
You know?
animals.
I care about them. They just have to be segregated from me.
Yeah.
Like the giraffes.
You like the
Yeah, put them in a
giraffes.
fucking pen. Let them go around and headbutt each other.
I don't even know how we've gotten here.
Airlift the ice cream in and have a good time.
Don't airlift the ice cream. Well, it's actually kind of nice to airlift the ice cream in.
I just want to see regular giraffes run because it looks like they're running in slow motion.
Yeah.
all the
Yes,
time.
they're beautiful.
I
They're
would love to
majestic
be
creatures.
fed to a lion if I, wasn't mentally capable of knowing what was going on.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, thank you. If I'm ever eventual, feed me to a lion.
Once the results come back, we'll make sure that your wish is granted.
You seen this lion whisperer video?
No, what's this all about?
Oh, there's a dude who's it's like a 17-minute YouTube clip where he is he's like the dog whisperer, but he just chills with lions all day. And
One of those lions is going to rip his fucking
dude,
face
he's been
off.
doing it for like 12 years. or something.
Grizzly Man.
13. Wait, what?
Henry Holden said, "Have you
piece of
seen
shit.
Grizzly Man?" Which
Yeah,
is the
same
which
a
is the
guy
prime
who did
example.
that with bears, and the bears fucking ate his fucking.
So you think it's just
old-
countdown until this dude dies?
Absolutely,
Exactly.
You can't tame a lion.
You think the lion? That's what I was saying. That I think that it's lions that are like chill with human beings are like retarded lions. They're not.
They could be.
They're not like normal lions. 'Cause normal lions just eat people.
Yes.
They don't have that killer instinct.
Yeah, they're not prisoners. They were born into fucking brothels.
Wait, what?
Yes, they were born into brothels.
Yeah,
I
those
remember that
lion brothels.
documentary.
Croatian walks into an aquarium.
Shut up.
Right?
He's like,
Shut up,
where's the steak?
Wait, hold on. You're jumping past. No, it's different.
All right, so where are we? A Croatian has walked into an aquarium.
Somehow figures out how to use a door and walks into an aquarium.
He's a human who has
Takes like 4 hours for him just to figure out how to open a fucking
Body
door.
Jesus like Croatia.
Walks in. He's like, I'm enjoying the fish, huh? But where's all the where are the lions?
Right, because it's an
Is this the
aquarium.
man you want to stand behind, Holdenator?
Croatian in this story is Holden. That's what it is.
I mean, it's just getting rough in
All
here.
right, okay, so okay.
You have to stop. I'm putting a stop to you.
You're doing it, Jackie?
Yeah, I just put a stop
All
to
right,
it.
well, whatever Miss Jackie says
I
goes.
guess I just won, right? The Jackanese just won.
No, not at all.
Ooh, did
Right?
the
I think that was a
Jackanese?
swift take.
The Holdenators cannot be stopped.
The Holdenators are nothing but stopped as soon as they see anything shiny or a video game.
I just want to announce that I've now started my own fan group. It's called The Temptations.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, my goodness.
It's pretty good.
Ben, cut his mic.
Yeah,
cut
he's
his
from
mic. I
Canada.
can't do
They're gonna-
Temptations.
They're going to be
His
too
mic's
nice
been off,
to
dude.
fight.
Is he even here? No, that's so funny to hear your voice again, Nimesh. I'm used to hearing you over the phone. when you're asking for my credit card information. All right, no, let's go to one. Can we do another news story? Holden, do you want to say something?
I can do it later, but I have some more.
Well, let's do it later.
Pretty choice Croatian jokes.
Okay, so then do it now.
No. Give me. I'll come.
You haven't thought of them. Oh, okay.
He doesn't have anything.
Oh, I see. All right, Ben.
Sexy blonde hair, blue eyed Croatian women fucking thinking Hitler was right, you know?
You know what, Ben? Let's just move it on.
Let's just move it right along.
You got the banana story?
Recently in China, a young woman accidentally snapped the vagina tightening rod she was using inside her and had to seek a month-long treatment after she came down with vagina-itis, cervixitis.
Vagina-itis.
Okay, first of all,
Inflammation of the vagina and the cervix.
Hold on, Ben. We have vagina-itis. Is that what it's called?
the Asians have the tightest vaginas of all females in the world.
It's these rods.
So I can't even believe, what kind of whore was this?
Oh, my.
A good one. I mean, she, was the tightest vagina.
How does a
strong
rod
is that?
tighten your vagina? Can you look
I mean, have you
Look up vagina rod.
Have you ever gone to a doctor and
That's-
they have said to you, you have an Asian vagina?
No. They stuck their fingers up in me like they were fucking sausages.
You're like,
No.
Jackie gets her vagina checked with a turkey leg.
It's going to be a good Thanksgiving for the gynecologist family this year because Jackie's coming in the day before and he's going to
Put it in my vagina.
gobble, gobble,
It's
kid.
like, I have to end the Macy's Day Parade right now.
Tina, has your vagina, it's been compared to an Asian
No, it
woman's
hasn't.
vagina?
Actually, a friend of mine has.
Really?
And that's when I've learned about this.
This is like a doctor actually
A
told
white,
her
my friend, who is completely white, went to the doctor, and they told her that she had an Asian vagina. And it's
Really?
like very, first of all, it goes...
Is it sideways?
No, Jackie, I'm not giving that to you. That was worse than Timmy. You're the only one screaming.
I don't want to say it out loud, but yes. And very...
It's sideways.
It's a black doctor.
I didn't realize that would be an appropriate thing to say to somebody, that you have an Asian vagina.
Well, a white doctor,
nice.
white patient.
Oh, it's just jokes on the inside.
Yeah.
Jokes on the inside.
I guess it's better than you have the vagina
She was
of
like,
a 10-year-old.
your health insurance is from a comedy channel? Well, then I could say this to you,
That's right.
Ah.
Was it a male doctor?
It was a female doctor.
I don't know if it
all
was a
jokes.
male doctor.
It's all
Your
jokes.
vagina's like it's like an Asian vagina.
Nimesh, I have to ask you this.
Well,
what's
she
the-
wanted to describe to her what was going on down there, and,
What-
that's
and what
the
was
way
going
she,
on down there?
Squirting out soy sauce and
Yeah. Really good at math, etc., etc. Of course, all the stereotypes.
Why does everyone say
Drove really fast and loved to Tokyo drift, shit like that. Yeah.
Basically, what happened was every ex-boyfriend was like, I have really high sodium levels.
Oh, I see.
MSG, baby. MSG.
Oh, okay.
I was once
No.
told I had a
But
Swiss
actually, that
asshole.
really
oh yeah.
Okay, now what does your Swiss
Is it
asshole?
neutral?
Just, different things come out
I
of it.
knew you were
Yeah.
I see.
A screwdriver
bring
comes
it.
out
You
of
can bring it
when-
camping.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was like Swiss cheese, like you had a bunch of holes up and down your
I
asshole.
think it's more of what it's like.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So you would ask what a vagina tightening rod was. As far as I can tell, I found one product called the Magic Stick. It is based on ancient Indonesian medicine handed down by generations. This product
Which is
uses,
disgusting, by the way.
The herbs grown on the Indonesian island of Madura.
I want a magic stick.
Specializes with a natural herbal extract made by science.
Well, it's made by science.
It's made by science. The pH,
name
the
of the
pH
company.
value.
It was
is
made and blinded by science.
Yeah. That's good there. Hey, Tim, do another one. Was that Tina talking? I'm sorry, I got confused.
Okay, the two newbie.
The pH value is slightly acidic for cleansing and tightening the organ. It's non-toxic with no stimulation and no side effects.
I don't like this organ term, by the way. Don't call it an organ. Don't call a pussy an organ.
Yeah, you can't donate that shit.
Yeah, no one's getting a pussy replacement surgery.
Yeah, it's like calling a nose an organ.
That's right. It's not an organ. It's a
fucking
nose.
part of you.
Yeah.
It's on the outside.
I agree.
I can't stick my fingers in your kidney. That's an organ.
You could if you sliced them
If
open.
I tried hard enough. I could
Maybe you're not
get
trying
in
hard
there.
enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Nimesh, what's the stereotype of Indian ladies as far as vaginas go? Is there one? Is it hairy? Is that the thing? I feel like hairy is the only one that I've heard. You know,
all women have hairy vaginas.
No, I know, but I feel like that's like the stereotype.
I don't know, really. I would say hairy.
Yeah, hairy. That's the only one I can really think of.
Brazilian, right?
Well, the Brazilian is the big asses. I think. I don't know one negative stereotype about a Brazilian woman. I've never heard one.
Yeah,
They'll kill you. They'll stab you.
Yeah, I think
they'll stab you.
They're very fierce.
Some of them are dudes.
Some of them are dudes.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Croatian walks onto a golf course with a basketball.
Yeah, what happened then?
He's like, what? I can't dribble on this.
All right.
I can't dribble the ball because he thinks he's supposed to play basketball.
Where is he, though?
He's on a golf.
But he's on a golf course.
So there's like 18 holes, but he's like, I can't fit this.
I can't have my basketball doesn't work on the golf
I can't
course.
fit this ball in this little
In the little hole there, yeah.
hole in infinity because you'll never get it in.
Right.
That's the Croatians for you.
Well, that is
Croatians for you.
That is just great. So he was on the golf course with a basketball.
Yeah,
and
he
that
walks
is,
on. He's like, gets his tennis shoes or his golf. Yeah, his tennis shoes.
He's wearing Air Jordans. Or
And
something.
he's wearing a Michael Jordan costume with a mask.
Your costume.
And he walks on with a fucking basketball. He can't. What are you going to do?
And people laugh at him. They laugh at him a little bit, or
He's trying to hit the basketball with a golf club.
with a golf club.
But it's
Yeah.
not going as far as the tiny ball for the Americans and the British people he's playing with.
That is good.
I think I'm gonna get a magic stick for Holden.
That's what it is.
Oh my.
Goddamn.
All right, what's next?
That is, Tina, you make a good point.
I did want to mention that doctor said she would be able to conceive in the future. So
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah,
Some
great.
lighter
Very
note.
nice.
So
but
It's going to be a really good baby.
it will be, and so she broke it inside of her. That's what happened.
Is it
right?
okay for them to use these things?
It seems like it. That she went to the
Like it's
doctor.
kosher?
Totally, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it is because
But how did-
cracked
like, I-
inside of her.
I
you
still want to know
shouldn't
how
break it open
what it means
inside of
it-
you, obviously.
It breaks. What does it mean it breaks?
I just don't understand what it is.
What is a?
It's a metal rod you jam in your vagina to
How is
make
it
it
tighten
fucking.
it?
Yeah.
You fucking drill it through. I
like
don't
a-
know.
it's a
What is
plunger.
From Indonesia.
Does the herbs do it?
Science made it.
I don't understand how sticking anything in your vagina would make it tighter.
Bunch of fucking
honestly.
salt.
Everything is totally different.
That's how you kill snails.
Yeah, but it's not a
It's
snail.
like two snails rubbing against each other with another tiny one on top.
well, it's a
Kinda like
vagina.
snails.
Unless you're like
It's just not-
shooting Botox in there, how is it going to get tighter?
Do women Botox their pussies?
That's the greatest description of a vagina I've ever heard.
Two snails rubbing
Never
against each
ever
other.
again.
With a tiny one on top.
Yeah. A triple snail.
Don't get me too horny, Ed.
God, I love fucking snails.
All
Then I
right.
saw that triple snail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking French pussy.
Uh-huh.
You've been watching too much Olympics.
Yeah.
I hate them all.
The French like to steal.
Yeah, man.
All right. So,
All right, man.
what do we got here? What's the next
Thank you.
story? What are the options? Let's go through some options and we'll choose them.
We have parents force 5-year-old to drink grape soda until she dies.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
As a 5-year-old, I would choose that as
That's
the
a
way to die.
prize.
Yeah, totally. Grape soda?
I remember after when I had my first grape soda, I got into a fist fight.
Really?
Yeah. At 6 years old at the YMCA summer camp.
There was vodka
6
in that grape
years old?
soda.
Yeah, I was on a bus.
How'd you jumped you up?
Yeah, some kid punched me in the face because he was older than me, and then I pounded his ass.
Why would a boy
Why'd you have basics?
He knows you're.
Why
would you? What did this dumb shit think he was doing?
I don't know, man.
You got nothing to lose. You come from
I
nothing.
had no
You're
friends.
drinking grape
I had no friends,
soda.
so he thought he could pick on me. He didn't realize I was a goddamn fat time bomb.
Yeah! What a moron! Who punches a 6-year-old Ed Larson in the face except for his father? Come on, you dumb shit!
Yeah, I was like, my dad hits me. This is nothing.
You're a boy, boy!
And that's why kids should get hit.
Hell
Well-
yeah, man. I'll tell you, a good place to fight is a bus because they got nowhere to go.
I mean, I would say that's a great point. Eddie, you got hit by your father. I got hit by my father. Nimesh, let's assume you got hit by your father, but the only person who didn't was Holden. And look how he turned out.
Daddy loves me, and I love my daddy.
Beat your kids, please. If you're a father, beat them just a little.
We'd always have kissing competitions. Not always won.
Well, okay, never mind.
Daddy
Just don't
always
molest
All
lets
right,
them.
win.
next topic. That's horrible.
Tina, it's okay. He's
they
working it
wouldn't
out.
kiss each other. They practice on his mother.
His mother, yeah. It was just.
And she was the judge.
Yeah, and then I'd get a good old ass pounding.
Did your mom have an Asian vagina? Do you know?
She had a burgundy vagina. From the
she threw wine on it.
Her vagina was like smoking cigarettes in a cigarette holder.
Exactly. Very France.
Yeah. Her clit has a little fucking hat on.
Your mother's a thief.
Okay, so another story to debate.
Makeup on it.
We have the actor who played McGruff the crime dog gets 16 years for having 1,000 pot plants and a grenade launcher.
Let's read this one. I like that's a good story, right?
Okay. John R. Morales, who took a bite out of crime as McGruff the crime dog.
Yeah, he did.
In 2011, was pulled over by police in Texas and found with blueprints for indoor marijuana growing facilities and pot seeds in his car. They later found 1,000 pot plants and an arsenal of weaponry, including a grenade launcher.
I love this.
What up, badass?
For my own clarity, who is McGruff the crime?
Scruff McGruff.
Bite out of crime.
Oh yeah, take a bite out of crime. He was very popular. Maybe not in Canada, but it was all over the United States.
Cartoon dog.
Yeah, he wore a trench coat. And a fedora.
He's a very well-known dog.
Very famous dog, and this is the guy who plays.
Is this the guy? Is this the dog that wore a trench coat?
Yes.
It was a PSA about not doing crime.
This is the dog. Yeah, he dressed like a flasher.
Wow.
Yeah. Like he was on his way to a 3 p.m. matinee
Here's
movie.
who you don't want to show up on your doorstep on Halloween. That guy.
A McGruff dog?
I feel like, got a bunch of weed. You got to protect it.
Yeah.
That's why I bought my AKs.
That's right, Eddie. So you had an AK-47 because you had a bunch of weed.
Yeah, that's right.
And so you had to protect the nug.
Yeah, we had bullets all over the house in case there was a gunfight. We can just grab the bullets while we're fighting.
And swords.
Yeah,
Did
we
you
had
also
swords
have
and a
the
bunch
banana suit as well?
No. The banana suit's new. I got that for Christmas this year.
That's not bad, and what a gift it was. This is possibly the best gift you ever got for Christmas. Did your mother give it to you?
No, John Moreno gave it to me. My mom bought me a bunch of shit I didn't need.
John Moreno from Murder Fist, of course, ladies and gentlemen.
Normal clothes.
A very wonderful, talented actor. This is really amazing to me, though. He's a very. I guess you can never trust an actor, huh?
Yeah, but
they're always just playing roles.
He couldn't have been the only. Was there only one guy that played McGruff? Crime?
I mean, it didn't last for that long. I feel like it only lasted for...
Scruff was around for a long time. Like a decade there was a Scruff, right?
Absolutely, at least.
But that's what I mean, like 10 years, not like 30
But yeah, I mean, so you must have
been
been the voice of it.
It's only one actor.
Any clarification here, Ben? Was he the only actor who ever played Scruff?
Perhaps the grenade was to blow himself up because that was the only acting role he ever got.
Well, that is kind of sad.
Well, if he bought 1,000 pot plants, he's got to have some money.
Yeah, he's major.
Yeah, he's got all these commercials. There was like a television show. I remember I got the magazine.
Yeah,
the Scruff McGruff magazine.
Yeah, I had a magazine.
I didn't realize they made. Really? Oh, on a Scholastic.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I remember
this guy doesn't give a shit about his acting career because he's got so much weed going on. Like he's gonna
get a new great career growing weed.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fucking wonderful.
So we can all agree that he should get off on the weed charges, but like the grenade launcher is a bit much.
I actually think that the weed came after the acting gig. This acting gig,
definitely. He had to buy the weed with the
this
Trump
acting
money.
gig pigeonholed him into only being that one thing, and so he didn't have panic attacks.
But how great is that?
Going to bed.
Meeting drug people and was
right.
like, "Oh, this sounds fucking incredible."
It's much better than what I was.
I'm
exactly.
new. Again, I'm new to this country, and I'm not completely 100% of the Constitution, but I believe that it's our right to shoot a grenade at the police if we feel like our rights are being infringed upon.
That is never.
They'll just kill you there.
That's not true.
I don't
It's different.
Grenades
It's a different world.
The right to fucking murder you and everyone's
We can't shoot grenades at the
No, don't worry about it, Tim. Take a Canadian timeout.
Yeah, man. So what's the deal? Like they're gonna fuck. This guy's gonna do well in prison, or is he gonna do bad? Do you think all the
terrible? He's Scruff McGruff, the crime dog. Can you imagine how poorly a detective does if they get sentenced to prison or a police officer?
Yeah.
He's the face of the organization. It's awful. He's getting doggy styled a whole bunch of different kinds of ways.
How long is he going to jail for?
But 16 fucking years.
16
Get
years.
the shit out of here, dude. Is that all pot possession, or is
it's
it
got to be mostly the grenade?
Well, it's also
right?
having illegal weapons as well, though. A grenade launcher.
1,000. Like, is Texas real stiff on the pop
Grenades?
penalties, like the distribute.
Oh, I
because
think so.
would think,
Texas is very strict,
right? Because Rick
Yeah.
Perry's thinking about legalizing marijuana or decriminalizing marijuana.
I think
now.
at this point they're very, very strict on the whole situation, and they are gonna poor guy.
Close to that fucking sweet legal weed.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
I want it.
When's it gonna happen for here?
2 years, New York City.
2 years. You think De Blasio's
We're
gonna
gonna
do
get
it?
it. Yeah, we're gonna.
De Blasio's not gonna
hard.
do anything. Nimesh, how long did you ever live in India?
No.
You never lived there. I wonder what the equivalent is, because Scruff McGruff is such an American iconic character. There has to be like a pelican type person over in Pakistan or something.
Oh no, a bison. Maybe a bison.
Maybe a bison or something like that.
A tiger.
If there's gonna be,
Cows are very well
it would have to
respected,
be a cow, but it does no. They can barely get their fucking plumbing together. Then I have a fucking
those
drug
forests
campaign.
in India? They got this chemical
pro-drug.
plant in India, and it leaks all the chemicals into the river, and then the tigers drink out of the river. And so in this one forest in India, all the tigers are constantly tripping fucking balls because all they do is drink this chemical water. And so you can't. They put a big fence around the forest, and you can't even walk close to the forest.
So they attack
you have to wear a
you.
mask on the back of your head.
They're
so
violently
tigers
tripping, or they're like chilled out.
no one. I think it's like 98% of the people who've gone on this forest fucking died.
Really?
Yeah,
because it could work the other way around, where they're just skittish and terrified of human beings or something like that.
No, man,
But they're
fucking
aggressive.
killers.
Yeah, they ask for change and then get mad, but you don't give it to them. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Did you guys read the first ever murder in Molly's history? The drug Molly was this last week. A guy at a nightclub was tripping nuts off of Molly, saw a guy talking to a girl he wanted to bang, and he shot him.
Well, he was a lunatic. He would have killed that
that's
man.
not Molly.
I know
man.
it's not on Molly, but he did it well on Molly. What the fuck does that look like?
That happened here.
It happened here. It was
How mad must this guy have been in like
Maybe
regular
he
life?
loved his gun too much.
Yeah, maybe.
He was so in love with his gun, he wanted his gun to get some exercise because his gun's got to be free.
I feel like we're dealing with an internal monologue here from back in the college days.
Well, gun's no good if a gun just sleeps all the time.
That's true, though. You do start to give emotions to inanimate objects when you're like,
you so much, Mr. Gunn. Pick somebody. Someone.
It's so funny.
I will pick the person talking to your girlfriend. Oh, really, Mr. Gunn?
Better listen to it. I fucking it's so funny. It's not even a story. I just fell in love with a chair one time tripping on mushrooms, and I thanked it for like 10 minutes for all the work that it does. Yeah, you just fall.
Man, it does a lot of work
chairs are amazing if you're tripping nuts and you just think about all they've done.
I mean, the floor does a lot of work when you're around. Come on.
I'll tell you what, that's great. That's great.
What's our next issue on the
it doesn't.
We don't cut you off, sweetheart.
You're our fucking guest. You keep telling him to move on. Who's the fucking host of this show?
I've had enough. You know, I'm fucking done with this.
I just didn't think the audience would want to hear about chairs.
You don't know anything about the audience.
Yeah, you have no idea. You've never done the show or listened to it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Who comes on the show and starts trying to dictate it? Jesus.
Second worst teen I've ever known. Yeah.
Guys,
First one got killed for being a bitch.
People
That's not
love
so
hearing
bad.
about
In
that.
all honesty, I begged her not to say that.
Thank you.
But you probably asked real politely, Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
Please don't say it. Please.
All right.
Oh my God! First time I've ever yelled at a guest.
Calm it down. All right. Let me tell you a story about when I was talking to Nimesh on the phone. Wanted nothing but my credit card information.
I think it's time for a Croatian joke.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
All right.
Please. These are the best. They are the best.
Croatian wants to play checkers.
What happens next?
And so he gets it, shoots a ladders board.
No,
to play.
That's actually the best one yet.
And he's trying to move the pieces.
And you can't do it, right? Because it's just fucking ladders and shoots.
He's like, how do you checkmate?
It's so fucking stupid. It's beautiful, though. God, I want to be inside every Croatian in the world.
Fuck it, man. Yeah, you could fuck them while they're asleep.
Oh my God.
You can have sex with a lot of things when they're asleep, I suppose.
Alternator count to 0 begins.
All right.
Terminator Army, where you at?
They don't exist.
Rapists.
That's a good thing about frostbite is that once they get it, you can't tell when they're getting fucked.
All right, Canada joke.
Really.
All right, what this?
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. That was
Ben, what
good.
this big chick do?
Yeah.
How are you guys going to feel when we both hang ourselves at the end?
No, Tina, don't hang yourself. Don't hang. You're a beautiful
You don't
woman.
have any rope.
You're the prettiest woman. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
All right, waste of rope.
What are you talking about? We love Tim.
Like what they did to the rope.
All right. Jesus Christ. She grew up in the fucking early 90s. She's always suicidal. Leave her alone.
Shut up.
All right. So, Ben, let's do one more news story before you have to be Marcus for Holden's little game that he plays.
Okay.
I love the little game that we play.
That's totally
That's
weird.
after the recording, though, right?
It's called Holden's Not Talking to Me.
I'm going to leave during Holden's little game.
He's gonna lick on your chest.
All right.
A woman has been jailed for trolling herself after she unleashed a year of vile abuse at her own Facebook account.
Okay, so she trolled herself.
Yes.
And she was mean to herself.
She was mean to herself.
Well, show the picture.
Well, we just found the craziest person in the world.
I agree with that.
Yeah, look at this fucking.
Holy
the person
Lord.
in question who's being
She should
Oh,
troll
my
trolling
herself.
herself.
She looks like, what's that green Dookie, the Green Day video? Remember, was it the one where they're
with
in
the fat
the
girl on the
insane
couch,
asylum?
just like this.
I know you're trying to identify with me right now, but I don't remember that
Basket
video.
case.
Basket Case. She looks like a character from the.
Yeah, the face, the mask that they wore.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, except she's
demonized.
1,000 pounds.
Jesus.
So she had claimed to have suffered from a torrent of sexual taunts that came from members of her own family. However, it turned out these were all from accounts she had set up herself as part of a year-long vendetta against her father and new stepmother.
I like this.
This is sad.
I respect this.
No, you can't respect this. This is rough.
This is
rough
theater, right?
theater.
It's not
I don't
theater.
think it's theater.
She set up two. Who were the names in the accounts? It was the father and the stepfather, or the stepmother.
It was the father and the new stepmother.
Yeah, Auntie Gruel and Uncle.
Yeah,
Buck.
Daddy Diddlewinks or whatever.
She's like a living Lifetime movie. Basically.
She is. I mean, I think there's a certain creativity here that goes in with bashing your own self on Facebook.
Do they have any examples of what she said to herself? What
She
is
should just become a stand-up.
Yes,
If
that
you
is
wanna
probably
do
true.
This, just be a stand-up.
The audience will do it for her.
They
Yeah.
don't have any examples.
She is fucking horrible, though. I'm glad she was doing something wrong because we needed another reason to yell at this.
But did she? Do you get arrested for that? What happened?
She got arrested for it, and I
How do you
think
get
she's
arrested
actually
for it?
No,
facing
she
Police
contacted the
time.
police
Yeah.
to complain about the abuse, which then led, which led to these family members being arrested.
Yeah, and they immediately found out. No, these all have your email address attached to them. So we're just going to arrest you for
It
bothering
was just
us.
her name
This is-
one,
this
her
is
name
seriously
two
a
at
Lifetime
gmail.com.
We'd like to put
Like
you in
someone
handcuffs, but we're going to have to use a goddamn piano wire.
very unpleasant and sexual nature. Read that sentence,
Handcuff her
Ben.
fingers together.
These profiles she created on behalf of her family members. Over the course of the next year, she trolled herself and sent messages of a very unpleasant sexual nature to her own account.
Isn't so? She was pretending to be your father, sending nothing but saucy messages to her. That's disgusting, right?
She just can't get the play. You
Yeah.
know?
So goddamn hot.
It is hot. I mean, Jackie, what would you send if you had to go on Facebook and have a message sent from you wrote it, but it's technically from your father? And what do you want your father to tell you that's really going to get you
I
hot?
wouldn't fucking do that because I would say, "Daddy, fuck me," and he'd fuck the shit out of me.
Oh, you don't have
In
to.
real life.
Yeah, because they respect each other in the Zebrowski
Because we
family.
respect each
There's
other.
respect.
Yeah, that's
There's
love,
legitimate
that's respect.
I just think, it's sad she didn't have the confidence to say, "Daddy, fuck me," while stepmommy watches. It's like if she had that confidence, then this would be a closed and shut case.
Yeah.
That's the
Or at least-
first rule of that. You got to have confidence for that.
Yeah, or at least take the chair leg out of your vagina for 2 seconds and,
Hey, that's
She
a
needs a tightening rod.
Yeah, it could be. No, my goodness, this woman could use one. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Now that I
heaven.
look at her, she looks like she has to maybe
She's got
what do you call it?
58-pound head.
Lose-
baby powder your chin.
What do you call it? Lose 200 pounds?
Yeah, definitely
shaving cream.
Yes, a Croatian. But she looks like she needs to have baby powder underneath the chin, so when it rubs against her neck, it doesn't chafe, right? This is how big this
Maybe
woman
we
is.
just fuck her neck. Though.
Croatian
Yeah.
shaving.
Jackie, has anybody ever fucked you in any other part of your body?
Nose like a pork shoulder.
She does have a pork shoulder of a fucking nose. No one's ever fucked you other than your vagina?
No, I have to wait until after I have a baby so I have enough of a fold so that they can fuck my folds. But you have, right, Kissel?
Well, I've
Men
done it
fuck
to
your poles
myself
all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love it.
What was her like from the legal system? What was her?
Yeah, what is the technical crime here?
Yeah.
I guess it's reporting.
No, it's for reporting the police. It's a false crime.
That's a false.
Yeah. I guarantee you that somebody in this family works at Walmart.
Have you ever
That is
done
a good
anything like
point.
this, Tina? You ever made a fake account to get attention to your parents?
I've never made a fake account.
No?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Soon.
Maybe.
It's coming to that.
And I guess it makes sense. And I
As my
suppose-
life gets worse and worse as I get older and older, yes, soon.
You know,
That's
we
good,
could
too.
just
That's a good
use
idea.
mine. and I could just
in
yell
about
at you
in about 2 years.
But the real question is, have you ever worn an aqua sweatshirt like she has?
That's not.
No, not yet.
Is that
Not yet.
aqua?
No, that's a fucking pool cover, bro.
Yeah.
That is a pool cover. All right, she's a larger gal. We all know that.
By accident.
Yeah.
An outdoor swimming pool.
It's not bad. Just a
That's
kid
just- that's
diving
just a-
into an
That's
empty
like
pool.
one of those like pool warmer tarps she just put on. Yeah.
She's got a coat made of goddamn walrus skin.
That's not bad.
Fucking face.
Goddamn wall.
Damn, Ed.
She's brilliant.
I hate this unhappy
Ed sees
bitch.
a lot of himself in this lady.
She's
That's the real problem there. Ed's just having flashbacks.
As a matter of
He's having a
fact,
seizure.
I'm not fucking
It's like, I gotta go. I sent myself
shucked
messages. I didn't know it was a crime.
I am not certain that woman isn't you without a beard, Ed. I am really not sure. We'll put that on the Facebook page, Ben. Don't forget to put that picture on the
My
Facebook
eyes aren't
page.
that swollen into my fucking head.
All right, that's
Ed's hair
true.
is fuller as well.
Yes.
Her eyes are 2 feet away from the front of her cheeks.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's got quite a distance to go. It's a real marathon there. And I'm sure they would die when they got to the chin.
2 feet away.
Like the original man who ran the marathon.
There's a fucking cliff.
Yeah. They're trying to become men in some Indian tribe or some African tribe. They fucking jump down there and break their legs and stuff. All
He's
right.
been talking to himself for the past 2 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So let's do a segment from Holden
Hey, it's
McNeely.
time for a segment from Holden McNeely. Holdenators. You know what time it is.
No.
No. So the segment to this week is, I guess, Ben and not me, even though I wanted to be the
Me,
person
Ben?
who replied.
Ben host Ben?
No, Ben number one.
Ben number one, the real
How am I
Ben.
Ben number 2?
Has multiple millions of dollars.
Okay.
And it is up to him to decide where the next Winter Olympic Games will be in 4 years.
Very topical.
Impress me.
Ben needs to have us pitch to him where it's going to be, and he's going to choose one of us. Aren't you, fucking Ben?
That's right.
And we're gonna talk about where it's gonna be and what the opening ceremony is gonna be. So for me, I think I'll have the Winter Olympics in 2018 in a little place called Croatia. And the opening ceremony will be a guy in dance shoes with other not sports things. So he's reading a play. He's doing Shakespeare, and he lights the torch with water because he fucking doesn't know.
Does he light the torch or he just gets it all wet?
He just gets it all wet.
All
He don't
wet.
do it. He don't do it. It don't work.
That was good, Holden.
That was good.
That's it? All right. Nimesh, it's your turn. I don't even understand what that was. So it's in Croatian. The guy puts water
There's
on
no
the flame.
opening ceremony.
Water on the torch. They can't even
That's it.
start
So it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's just
They
bad
can't
opening
even begin
ceremony.
it.
And everyone just has to go back home
Everyone has to go back home.
Everyone
They're
goes.
too dumb to
to do the Olympics.
Sure. Okay. All right. Nimesh.
My 2018 Winter Olympics are somewhere, some province in China, and the opening ceremony is women representatives from each country have to use vagina tightening rods, and whoever snaps the rod first gets to light the torch and begin the Winter Olympics.
Ooh, I like that one.
That's really good.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Mish for the win.
Yeah. All right. Tim, do you want to say something?
You're just going to skip over yourself?
Yeah, I can't do it.
You have to do it.
I will go in a different order than that.
All right, fine.
I would think that my dream would be that the next Winter Olympics would be held in Toronto.
Okay.
They've been there before.
This is going to be really
They were just there in 2000 or something like
He
that.
wants it again.
They were in
Greedy.
Vancouver. They were
Oh,
in
what the fuck is the difference?
Vancouver. The fuck out of
Are you kidding me?
How do you get a Canadian man?
I don't even. We just did it. How do you get a Canadian man confuse Toronto with Vancouver? Oh, there's a bunch of differences now.
All you Americans. Oh my God, it's the same thing.
All right, okay. It is the same fucking thing.
Suckers.
All right, whatever.
It's just a short train right away.
He said cocksuckers.
This is adorable. It's so fun. You Canadian, can you swear more? Tim, just say something funny. Like, say something.
Ben Kissel, you are a motherfucking cocksucker.
It even sounded nice when he said it.
He did. He's so nice.
Can you just say you're about a cocksucker?
So he said it while he was giving him $20. But it was Canadian money, so it was like 18.
I am offended. I've never been so hurt. I don't like it.
Kissel, suck my motherfucking cock.
Please and
He
thank
said
you.
that while sucking Big Kissel's cock.
Well, that
I
is
won
just
the Olympics in Toronto.
All right.
Because it is the only city in the world, I believe, that has a mayor that smokes crack openly.
What's the opening ceremony, though? Is he going to smoke crack at the opening ceremony?
Ooh, with the torch.
With the torch.
Well, yeah, I think that
Writes
guy runs
itself.
up and lights the torch, and it's just like
It's a crack rock for a torch? Ooh,
I say,
can I go
look,
with... I want Tim's
there's
idea.
like a whole thing, and maybe there's like $10 worth of crack in that thing. That's enough to get everybody high in the whole
In Canada, crack's much
All right,
cheaper.
so we got Rob Ford lighting a crack rock
All right.
for a torch in Toronto.
I'm into it.
That makes sense. That's a great
Thank
idea.
you so
yeah.
much, gentlemen.
All right, Jack's ad.
I don't understand why any Winter Olympics is not in Antarctica. I think
That's
that
a
they
good
should all be there. You want to fucking do winter?
Take it to the end of the fucking world.
Take
All
it there,
right.
man. I think that it should be just a trek for everyone to get there, and then you get there and everyone has to give a sacrifice from their country. Opening ceremonies fucking slice
Like a
their
human?
throat. Yeah, human sacrifice.
Wow.
Yeah, of every country. Then it's fair and equal, and you get someone that can actually survive in Antarctica to kill those people because they've been wishing to kill somebody.
So all the
'Cause they don't-
Olympians are going to get murdered.
Does
No, not the Olympians. They choose get a homeless person or like
Yeah,
find
yeah,
someone
yeah,
from
yeah.
your
Oh, I
country.
see, okay.
Yeah, get a prisoner.
Someone's just going to kill
You know?
themselves
You want
anyway.
to do the
Like,
most dangerous game.
Yeah,
in
exactly. You know,
Antarctica.
it's
America
like-
would probably use this big woman.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the
yeah,
sled,
like
yeah.
no one will miss her, and you do that, and you put on a big show, and it's like imagine like blood splattered
Yeah.
all over the snow.
We stab her in the heart with a fucking pier.
Yeah, there you go, and you can't light the light because it's too fucking cold, so you just fucking spray blood all over it, and
Okay.
give up your shit, man. Antarctica, always and forever. Fuck Sachi.
Wow.
Fuck Sachi in
Fuck
Russia,
Sachi,
yeah.
Fuck Sachi.
Not the Olympics, though. I love the Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympics are
I
great.
do
Yeah.
love the Olympics.
Ben, do you
Sachi's
wanna
really
go?
awesome.
Yo.
Sure. Let's see. Opening ceremony. Let's
Where,
do
though?
Transylvania.
Transylvania.
Okay,
I like that.
It hasn't existed yet. Transylvania has not had a good Olympics.
like a
Let's do a
Romania.
Summer Olympics.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's do a Summer Olympics, and I guess it'll all just, I don't even know, maybe just a bunch of, let's do fat, ugly vampires, and they run the
Okay.
whole thing, and they're chubby, and no one wants to look at them, but they're putting on the whole charade, and they just
What are
get-
they doing? Are they dancing? Are they?
They're just walking around, and they're scoping around for blood.
There's
Yeah.
a bunch of fat vampires walking around.
There's really no room for like big sports in Transylvania.
Not,
so you'd
no,
have
that,
to
no
be
sport
Olympics
Olympic.
at all.
There are no
Yeah.
sports
It
in
would
my
all
Olympics.
be about like who
Yeah.
sucked the most blood and what type.
Exactly. That's right. So they'll all just big old fat vampires walking around.
But they're still figure
suck-
skating, though, because...
But they're still on skates.
No.
But they're still on skates.
How do the fat
in really
people stay on
tiny
skates?
ponds on
So
the top
think
of it.
about that.
They're fucking stuck in their feet
Well,
and
no
they can't
one's
get them
fat in
off.
Transylvania
No
because
one-
there's no food there.
Well,
guys.
it's a bunch of,
There's
but a
no
bunch of
food.
blood. So like a Transylvania Olympic Games, and everything is just covered in blood. It's very similar to a normal opening ceremony, but the audience gets splashed with blood like a nice old Gallagher concert,
yeah.
or some sort of early Alice Cooper show.
I think that it would be nice to have like Gallagher open for the Olympics to just be smashing pumpkins, maybe with like blood sacks in the pumpkins.
I like
And
it.
So you got pumpkin guts, you got blood flying all over everybody, you got Nike swoosh going on.
Always
you got
Nike swoosh.
Always
Nike.
Nike swoosh.
Why
it.
didn't
got
Gallagher
everything
ever
going
do
on,
that?
I'm
You have to
telling you.
swoosh. I don't know why he didn't.
Gallagher
Which we
should've
didn't get
done
to
that.
talk about Sage at all. And
I feel like the Nike
haven't gone
swoosh
yet.
for
That's fine.
Transylvania
We'll talk
would
about
be
Sage. It's fine. I
Hold on,
love
what's-
Sage.
Jackie, what do you mean?
I just want to throw a quick shout out to Sage, man.
Congratulations,
I love
buddy.
you
Sage.
so much. He is an American gold-winning
Slope style.
snowboarder.
Slope style
His full
snowboarder.
name is Sage.
His
Sage
first name is
something.
Sage.
Gold,
he a
he's got
DJ?
beautiful blonde locks.
Yes, probably.
And he did tricks people I'd never seen before. And when they interviewed him, he's like, you know, man, I blacked out while I was up there.
I just made it up.
Like I did a
As it go.
1060 Japan, and then I just blocked out for the rest of it.
Look up
Rob.
Sage, whatever his last name. He
this
won
the
the
blonde-
gold.
the guy with the blonde
Yeah,
hair?
man,
Yeah,
he is an
yeah, yeah.
Adonis.
Beautiful.
Good
Is he
fucking Lord.
bigger than this than the redheaded
Sean
fella?
White?
Sean White.
I mean, he's taking over. Sean White.
He's filling the
White is
vacuum.
a douchebag. And
No,
then
he's not. He's fine.
wait.
Compared to Sage, Sage is.
I'll take a guy
he's
with-
an adorable douchebag, though. Can we all agree on that?
Exactly, and he has a first and a last name.
Sean White looks like Mask. He's got
red hair, Ed.
He's got big crooked head. And he looks
know
like
what?
the fucking sheriff's returning kid.
Leave him alone.
I hear where you're coming from, but he's like Mask's good-looking brother.
He's got a fucking.
Oh, you know about the Cher movie, Mask?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, leave him alone.
No, he's definitely Mask's good-looking brother.
Head's the size of a church front door.
Well, and who doesn't want to go to church? All right.
Ed didn't go yet.
Who
Well,
doesn't
no,
want
I know, Ed's gonna
that
go.
huge
Tina,
front
okay,
door
this
in
is.
their vagina?
Come here, give me your
Really?
microphone. We have to. We just have to. No, Holden, you've been too mean. You've been too mean.
Can I
Holden,
defend
you
Sage
mean-
a little bit?
Okay,
Can I
defend
just-
Sage.
Okay, like this guy Sage.
Canada sucked into snowboarding.
We're Sage.
Yeah, they like.
we
Is
are
he
for
Canadian?
This guy.
No, he's American, baby. Gold.
He is a blonde, beautiful man that is just an Adonis, and he went up there. You know, he's.
All right, you're done. Give me all these microphones.
His microphone too.
All right, gee, I'm holding all the microphones.
You're not allowed to do that, Kissel.
I'm doing it. Ed, give your final statement.
All right, so I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna go one up on Jackie. I'm sorry,
You
sweetheart.
can't fucking one up me.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Mars.
Oh,
You
well.
fucking piece of shit. Yeah, good luck in the future, Ben number one.
So basically, we're gonna go over to Mars because Mars is so fucking cold, and we want everyone to die and everything, and it's got to be real intense. We gotta bring up viewership. Right now, no one's watching. It's just stupid people doing snow tricks.
We're watching.
Yesterday, I watched people walk in the snow for a goddamn day.
It's
and a
hard.
half. It's so stupid, though. They're just marching through the snow. I want to see them marching through Mars. And you know what? Last person in every race, you can fucking lift up their space helmet, and their eyes are gonna pop out of their goddamn head.
That's pretty
And we're gonna
good.
have a total recall death every goddamn match. All right.
Thank you.
That's
Mars,
pretty great, yeah.
Mars 2018 opening ceremony, spacesuits. All right, we're going out. We got people going nuts. We're launching in there. I got rovers. I got a girl on a rover and a Sibian rover. She's just going.
Thank you.
You can't compete with that.
She's just Owen. She's just Owen.
It's about time somebody was honest.
Yeah,
It's a boot time.
She's coming all over the place. Coming
sorry,
so
I'm
hard
sorry.
and it's so cold that her cum mixed with the ice of Mars creates fire. And then a stream of fire comes out. You ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street 4?
Yeah.
When the dog pisses fire? That's what it's going to look like when this girl's Owen on the goddamn Sibian lighting the torch that's brought to Mars by goddamn Richard Branson. This whole thing's sponsored by Richard Branson.
Okay. All right. Well, there's money behind it.
I have one question though.
right.
Will,
Yeah, ask a million questions. I got the answers.
will Croatians be allowed to
Croatians are always allowed because they're so beautiful and perfect. I might even
Dan,
make a
write that
Croatian.
down.
Oh.
Then write it down.
All right.
Write it down. I
So
love
that's the whole.
Croatians.
All right. So Ben, now you have a very tough decision to make, and I know you've been paying
Such
very
a tough choice
good
to make.
attention here. Yeah.
I feel like, I'm interested in to see what a vagina tightening rod kind of ceremony would look like.
Yeah.
Fantastic and devastating.
I do want to see human murders take place in the Antarctica.
Who
as
doesn't?
An opening
That's
ceremony.
Who doesn't?
I
Very
mean,
fun.
that seems like just a great place to have that happen. But I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Ed Larson on Mars.
I mean, it's understandable.
unbeatable.
It was a clear win.
It's just-
Well, and everyone gets hot dogs too.
Oh, that's
Hot dog right now. I want a hot dog right
You could
now.
have just said that.
I veto my own, please.
They're in New Jersey and everybody gets hot dogs.
Ed Larson and Eddie. I counted. This is your 50th win.
Wow.
Really?
Ed Larson's
You got one more than
50th
that.
win.
So-
Yeah.
What does he get?
You have more than that?
I definitely got more than that.
Well, I made up the numbers, so you could have less or you could have more.
Definitely got more than 50.
Why are you upset?
I'm giving a shout out to Marcus. We love you, Marcus, but Ben number 1.
Love you, Marcus.
You did a great fucking job.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
I was skeptical, and I said he's never gonna do it. And you know what? He fucking did it.
Yeah.
You know what? Give him a round of applause. This is his first fucking
Better have been
table.
recording this whole time.
Ben number 2 is
Take you outside, and we're gonna screw the
That's why he didn't clap.
I don't mind. No, Ben, you did a fine job, and I'm sure it'll be better the next time.
Fucking swallow a parking cone until you goddamn have it leaking out your butt.
Who are you talking about? You talking about Ben number 2?
That's insane. No, I think he was talking to me. All right, that's Jackie Eddie. I am Ben. That's Holden.
Holdenators, hey!
We are
so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. Tina, thank you for being here. And then we have to do the Twitter. We have to do Twitter things.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, RT of Gentlemen.
Yeah,
Mesh.
that's good.
What's your Twitter?
Finding the mesh.
Finding the
Excuse me.
And then I'm Ben Kissel, and Jackie's excuse
Tim,
me.
what you got?
I am Rob Reiner fan 1.
Rob Reiner fan 1?
That's my Twitter name.
Amazing. Tina?
Rob Reiner fan 1.
He's had that since
Was Rob
1999.
Reiner fan?
I'm at Shitty Boxer.
That makes sense.
Ooh, why not?
All right, is that it? Is that all we got to talk about?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
done.
I think we're
We
done.
just did the Murder Fish show.
Good
Who
night.
cares about anything else, right?
No gives a shit.
Who gives a fuck? Have a great
yeah.
week.
All
Holdenators,
right,
out.
everybody. We'll
Come
talk
see
to you
us. Come
soon.
visit us at the Creek in the Cave. Come say hi.
Yeah. Come and have your
Holdenators.
John Lennon moment and kill Holden.
Holdenators.
Let's get out of here. I need a cigarette.